So now that we have our course ready to go, let's get back into the fun part of designing our website in itself. So on the sidebar, you can see home and then select edit site. So based on your selection and theme, you will have a different website than mine. It has different sections. Here's the header. So this header will be seen on all pages. This section is on the home page. So we're going to see that you can have different sections available and you can do quick edits, but you can also go in and delete as you'd like. So maybe published work we can delete and delete, and maybe delete. Once you have your home page set up, we can start getting into the nitty-gritty. So under here you will see page as home. There are other pages. You can just manage page, and you can see the site menu here will be visible here. So you can adjust, change them around. Click on and you will see. So for courses, it's not something that we need, so we can just select delete. Groups, you can either hide or show, as well as any of the others. So for the group pages, they're broken down to the page group. This is where you would have all your members interact, and then the group itself, interaction page. You can do a quick edit, adjust the settings, there's no media yet, so these information will be blank. You can decide on what to display, so reactions, member count, share buttons, and show member badges. You can also do a placeholder. And for the design aspect is really where you can go in deep and play with the different texts, change the colors. Clicking here, it'll give you the different headers or the fonts. And change the text. Any of the dividers as well, we can go in and we don't really need support. So once you're happy with that, we click back into and have a preview. You can do the same thing for group page. If you chose not to have any groups, these pages won't be seen. For the program page, you'll be able to see program list. Right now we only have the one program. You can do a quick edit as well. Again, the same setup. Program page. You can see the layout, different styles. Participants will see this. So that header, the footer that was showing up in the other preview has now been fixed. So if you wanted to change any of the font or the colors, we'd go into the design. And then the text. Text style. And that's off. So there's lots of design aspects that you can do. I wouldn't go too far deep in it. Just keep it simple, make it available, make it work. If you decide that you don't want groups, you can go to Manage Pages, select Groups, and delete groups. But we're going to keep it for now. If you want your users to be able to see the badges that they've earned, you have to create an account page. This is simple enough. You're going to go into My Business, find an app, and we're going to select Members Area. A Members Area will then show up, and you'll be able to have display your badges underneath so that they can sort of see if they're going to complete multiple programs and they want to see how they're progressing. This is where you would have their sort of members page. Go again to Page Managers. You can see that there's a members page here. There is also a sign up and log in. You can select the default, or you can go in and create a custom one. This is where they'll sign up. You can adjust the settings, the layout, the design. As well as editing the text itself. When you're happy with it, you can just go to Manage Pages again, select the next one if you'd like, and do another custom. And there we have the login again. And go back to the home page. And now you'll see that there's a little drop down for your account, home, group, and program list. So you can keep going with more courses by easily going into your business account, My Business, Wix Online Programs, create another program or manage program by going into create a program. You can then add another one. So we can do start fresh just like we did before, and it's going to ask us to rename it. We're going to do self-paced again, unlimited, and now we have another course. So it's all set up again. You can do publish, and now when we close this and we go back to our program list page, we're going to see that there's 2 programs available to join. Again, to edit that course, go back to Business, Online Programs, Manage Programs. You can select the course that you want to manage. You can go to Edit. add a description so far, and do the same thing with rewards. We now can create another badge. You can explain as to why, let everyone know how they got their badge. So say and save and save and save again and go back to the course, and where there you can continue again, adding another step. And then you can add another section. More steps. And you can go to preview, participant, and exit. You can then exit again when you're happy with it. And now it's uploaded. You can then select preview again to see the site in its whole. When you're happy, you can then select publish. Consider editing your site in mobile, which we'll go over. So up in the top corner, you're going to see switch to mobile. This will give you a preview of your mobile website. So here we can select home. Now, if you want to edit something that's on the mobile version, we can go back to editor and say this part here, we want to bring down a little bit. We want to maybe freeze this or fade it out. So as we scroll, it'll fade. We can then go back to the home page. Maybe this text is too big. So we can shrink it. Now, even though we shrunk it in the mobile, it's still the same setup as it was in the desktop. So keep in mind that any changes that you do on the mobile won't fully affect the desktop. Now, say something like this whole section here doesn't necessarily need to be seen. You can hide the element. So now all of this stuff has been hidden. And you can show it and move in from there. So when you're happy with the mobile site, again, you're going to select publish. This will also give you a link directly to your site, so you can select that and visit site. So this is what they will see when they type in your website name, and going from there, You'll be able to get a clear view as to what it looks like, how it's running, is there any glitches. You really want to keep going back into this, making sure that everything runs properly. When it comes to now joining, you can then join and you can sign up, or if you have somebody, you can log in and test it out. Remember, the first part is getting the beta set up. You want to make sure that things are running smoothly, that your program is how you want it to be set up. A lot of the times we have this vision that something we want isn't working, so we want to make sure that we're giving ourselves enough time to figure out how we can make it happen or what suggestions we might be able to sort of work with. At the end of the day, it is a beta version that I'm looking for the first one. So don't get hung up on all the design aspect. That is what we'll be working on in the next section. You really want to make sure that everything is working functionally properly first. From there, you can watch additional videos that I have added to the links for going through and adding different elements, adding different sections, looking through the pages and menus, your site design. All of these are more for creating a more visual effect. It is not necessary. You can just work with the template and the setup that it is. If you'd like to spend some more time customizing, please review those. There are so many different YouTube videos as well as Wix resources, and I had put a list together available for you to go through. But this works great just to get started and to figure out how it's going to function.